Hi there, Celia here, and welcome to today's video where we are going to be diving into the 4 common mindsets that stall business growth for heart-centered entrepreneurs. When I say heart-centered entrepreneur, I mean that you are someone who has a message and a mission that's very close to your heart. You're passionate about the work that you do in the world. Your business provides you a sense of freedom, both from the 9-to-5 world and also those entrepreneurial freedoms that you get with time freedom and location freedom. And you also care deeply about the people that you work with and the transformation that you deliver. Now, having been a coach for 4 years and been doing this full-time for 3.5 years, I've worked with so many clients and seen these patterns come up over and over, time and time again, that it finally felt like the right time to address them. So let's get started. Common mindset number 1 is a lack of focus. When you're dealing with a lack of focus, that will show up as a complication of very simple tasks. You will feel like your to-do list is never getting checked off, it's never getting any smaller because the tiniest of tasks can feel really hard and complicated. Now, your business is built on tasks and processes that occur over and over and over again. And if you don't get to the nitty-gritty and start to understand and focus in on those tasks, every day can feel like Groundhog Day, where you feel like you're starting your business from scratch and you're not really sure what to focus on to move the business forward. Now, this can happen at any stage of business, both as a startup newbie all the way to seasoned and advanced levels of entrepreneurship. And that's just because every time you reach a new level, there are new things to learn, there are new experiences to be had, and new processes to be developed. So if you're dealing with a lack of focus, I invite you to do a self-assessment and monitor your daily focus. When you get up every day, do you know the tasks that need to be done to move the business forward? Or are you finding yourself stuck and overcomplicating things with that never-ending to-do list? Mindset number 2 is emotional decision-making. Now, with emotional decision-making, your mind is a little bit tricky because what happens is your logic overrides your intuition and you get lost in a little inner battle between your logic and your intuition. The logic is telling you that you're doing the right thing, that you're making the right decisions, but at the same time, something is off, something is missing, okay? Now, what will happen is you might find yourself chasing shiny objects and you're looking for more coaching, you're looking for more courses, you're looking for all of these things outside of you to hopefully fix you when really at the core, just something's off emotionally. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable, maybe you're not feeling confident about something in your business, whatever it may be, those emotional decisions aren't always the most empowered decisions that you could be making in your business. So if you're dealing with any sort of shiny object where you find yourself feeling like you need to be fixed or chase things, or on the other side of the coin where you are dealing with avoidance, I really invite you to check in on whether or not you are actually living in a state of being overly sensitive and dealing with a lot of emotions and allowing your emotions to run the show, because that will also sabotage you from taking on the right kind of support that you need. Instead of going for those shiny objects, you could be over there investing in the right kind of support and working with the right kind of people to help you move your business forward. Now, when you're in this space, strategy is underutilized. It's often avoided. So strategy is one of your greatest friends and your best allies for your business. And so if you're not using it, chances are the business isn't growing as quickly as it could be. Let's lead into mindset number 3, which is a fear of success. You would be surprised how often I see a fear of success coming up, especially in my really high achiever, very talented, goal-oriented clients that I work with. Now, when you're dealing with the fear of success, what happens is you have a fear of overworking, you're afraid of being burned out, you're afraid of having to be too busy, of having too many clients. And often you'll also get caught up in being worried about the how. How is this going to happen? How am I going to hit my goals? How is this? All of these hows that you don't have control of. Well, there are hows that you do have control of. You have control of the how of your offer, the how of your sales process, the how of your marketing. So if you're dealing with a fear of success, know that there are people out there that can help you to scale and to streamline things when you're ready. And really being successful is what I call the good problem to have, where you have a lot of clients and you just need to learn how to streamline things and scale. Okay. Now, if you're dealing with the fear of success and you're not able to get over it, what will happen is that you won't create much of anything in your business at all. Now let's go into mindset number 4, which is a fear of failure. No fun. The fear of failure is really when you're overly concerned about hearing no, or even being rejected, or even to the deepest despair, fear of losing your business. Okay, when you're dealing with the fear of failure, that will also paralyze you and stop you from moving forward in your business. Either getting the right kind of help that you need to get to support you, all the way to avoiding conversations, avoiding interaction and communication with potential clients and customers, and avoiding engaging in any sort of conversation. So the reality is that as a small business owner or solopreneur, you're not too far away from being the person in the sales seat. Okay, and the person who's doing the selling is going to hear no. It's just a part of how business works. So how do you start to feel better about hearing no? The first thing is you don't have to intertwine a sense of worthiness or a sense of validation in those sales conversations, okay? You are enough just as you are. You are worthy. Hopefully your offer is at least written out and detailed, and you've thought it through enough that you're confident about that transformation that you can deliver, or you've tested parts of the offer with people before and you're confident about how that will all work together, and that you just feel good about your product or your service. So if you've got all of those pieces down where you feel like you're enough, you feel worthy, you feel good about your offer, it's going to be easier to detach yourself from those no's. I have a fun story that I like to tell sometimes. Of course, at the time, I'm not sure how fun it was. When I look back on it, I think that I was this, super brave and strong person, and I probably was. But in the beginning of my business, there was a period where I had 12 or 13 sales conversations that were just no, one right after the other. But at some point in all of those no's, I started to get really, really, really excited and motivated and almost fueled by the no's. So instead of allowing a fear of rejection or a fear of failure to stop me, hold me back, paralyze me, I actually allowed it to propel me forward. And what was waiting for me were, I think it was $12,500 in sales. I sold one high ticket program for $12,500. And that was a game changer for me in my business. I was able to make some more sales right after that and go full time in my business within 6 months of starting coaching. So what is available for you? Now, I don't know if you have a $12,000 offer, but at the same time, a certain amount of sales conversations is going to lead to you hearing yes, but you have to be okay to put yourself out there and hear those no's through the journey. Okay, so those are your 4 common mindsets that stall business growth. Number 1 is a lack of focus. Number 2 is emotional decision making. Number 3 is a fear of success. And number 4 is a fear of failure. Now, if any or all of these points resonated with you today, I want you to know that these are all things that I help people with. And really there's 2 main tools that I use, well maybe 3, but 2 main tools that I use. One is strategy and one is sales. When you have a strategy in place and you know how to take action in a way that's going to move your business forward, when you know how to express what you do and have conversations, have sales conversations and interact with people, follow up, do all of those things that go into a sales process, a lot of confidence is developed. And when you're confident about who you are as a person, as an entrepreneur, as a heart-centered salesperson, it becomes much easier to market, to be visible, to network, and to sell, and ultimately to receive money into your business. So whether you're in that first 6 to 18 months in your business or you're seasoned, you've been in your business for 2 to 7 years, I invite you to reach out and just let me know if you're dealing with any of these mindsets. And I would love to chat with you more about some of the strategies and sales tools that maybe you may be able to use in your own journey to overcome the barriers that you're facing and whatever's stalling your current business growth and move into the next level. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.